Rudy Giuliani, after being ordered to pay $148 million in some sort of restitution, didn't really read the story, is now filing for bankruptcy, y'all. That's crazy. Rudy Giuliani was fairly well set, I must say. He wasn't poor, that's for dang sure. Speaker Mike Johnson urges the Biden administration to do something about the damn border, please. Jeez, man. Biden and that damn border, man. Nothing pisses me off more than the Biden administration. Very corrupt. Very inadequate, I must say. I mean, just look at the press secretary. She can't even answer simple questions half the time. Oh, I'll defer you to the White House staff. What? Or she'll just get up and walk off. It's like, what are you doing, lady? At least Jen Psaki could lie and make it look like she believed it. At least. All kinds of problems for Donald Trump. But it is looking more and more like these problems in Colorado with Donald Trump being, quote-unquote, taken off the ballot is looking more and more like BS, folks. That's right, because they stayed the decision until January 5th, right? Which kind of doesn't really matter because they're not printing ballots right now anyway. So what does that even matter? I would argue it doesn't matter. But apparently the leader of the GOP in Colorado said that they're going to switch to a caucus system if this persists, if this goes through, in other words. So basically, it's doing an end run around the Colorado Supreme Court, taking them off the ballot like that. They're going to do a caucus system where they essentially poll people and ask, who do you want on the ballot? And then those people say, and then that's who is on the ballot. The court can't do anything about that. But also, to wrap up the last bit of my rant, I mentioned the other day when I was talking about Ukraine, like, you know, it's not the money. The money is not the issue. We can send all the money we want to Ukraine. It's not going to help. They're running out of people. They've lost loads of people. Story came out just earlier today. Check this out. Ukraine war latest. Defense minister says he wants to mobilize Ukrainian men living abroad. Ukrainian Defense Minister Rustem Umerov said in 2024 his department plans to recruit Ukrainian men between the ages of 25 and 60 who currently live abroad. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry's press service effectively disavowed Umerov's words. If Ukrainian citizens abroad want to join the army, they come to Ukraine and join, the press service elaborated. That tells me that they're running out of people, folks. This war has to come to a stop. You know, if it was up to me, I would tell Zelensky, cut your losses now. Just take it as a loss. You know, do some service to your country and allow democracy to prosper. And then come back, join NATO if you have to. Then come back and take that land back at a later date. But it's just not looking like he's going to do that. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This here is Legitical Response. As you guys know, we cover political news, mostly stuff you're not going to hear about in the mainstream, but we also take certain mainstream narratives. We take these stories, we read them out, and we pick apart, logically, some of the inconsistent stuff that they throw into these stories to keep the people informed. That's what we're here for. If you're new around here, smash that subscribe button for me. If you don't mind, it would be very appreciated. And if you could, hit that like button because it helps with the algorithm, and we all love to feed the algorithm, right? That's what this whole thing is about. I wish it wasn't. I wish we could just make videos and they get rotated organically, but apparently that doesn't happen. You have to feed the unlimited hunger of the algorithm. So smash that like button for me if you don't mind. I would really appreciate it, y'all. But that is enough of my ranting about, right? Let's get into some news. Exclusive. House Republicans threaten to subpoena Jack Smith. That's right, they're going after Jack Smith. We need some oversight. This Biden administration is out of control. I mean, this is turning into such a banana republic that it makes banana republics look like the United States from 1950. It is getting crazy, y'all. Now, I caught a news story earlier today talking about Jack Smith not being a legitimate special counsel. It has something to do with the special counsel has to be a U.S. attorney, which Jack Smith is not. So, in other words, a special counsel has to be appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate. You would think that, Merrick Garland or whoever the attorney general is can appoint any lawyer that they want, but apparently not. One of the greatest things about our system, checks and balances. Apparently, you have to be appointed by the president and then confirmed by the Senate, allowing the people to have a say. The Constitution is constantly surprising me with how well it's put together with its checks and balances. Now, I can say in recent years it's gotten out of hand with corruption, but we're working on that, folks. But let's get into this story. House Republicans are threatening to subpoena special counsel Jack Smith for records related to his prosecution of former President Donald Trump, the Daily Caller has learned. Republican Ohio Rep. Jim Jordan, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, and Republican Arizona Rep. Andy Biggs wrote a letter to Smith on Thursday requesting various documents and communications in connections with the prosecution of Donald Trump and Smith's staffing. Accordingly, the committee is conducting oversight in order to inform potential legislative reforms, including possible reforms regarding politically motivated prosecutions of current and former presidents by federal prosecutors, and disclose requirements for special counsels and their staff, the letter reads. Finally, they're going after these people. Reps Jordan and Biggs cite the expansive search warrant Smith obtained for Donald Trump's Twitter account and allegations of prosecutorial misconduct by top aide Jay Bratt. That's right, they wanted to go through all of Trump's social media. They wanted not only that, right, because if they're investigating him, of course they're going to get access to all of his social media, but it didn't stop there. They wanted to go through anybody that ever communicated with Donald Trump on social media. They were going to go through all of their stuff too, right? That is a significant breach of privacy and a significant overreach is misconduct, essentially. I'm sorry, you can't do that. That is way too many people. Imagine being the person tasked with going through all that. Holy crap. The Republican lawmakers are demanding Smith turn over documents and communications among the special counsel's office, the Attorney General's office, and the Deputy Attorney General's office. In addition, Jordan and Biggs seek documents and communications needed to identify Smith's staff and evaluate his office's hiring practices. Yeah, that's right. What are you doing, dude? If you do not produce documents responsive to these requests, the committee may resort to compulsory process, Jordan and Biggs added. That's right, forcing them into their oversight positions, right? Forcing some oversight. It is terrible that the House and the Senate have to threaten them with subpoena power to get them to cooperate with oversight. That tells me one thing. They're doing crap that they're not supposed to be doing. Otherwise, where's your problem with oversight? Jordan and Biggs are giving Smith until January 4, 2024 to produce the documents listed in the Thursday letter and previous letters to Garland. Smith is prosecuting Trump in Florida on 40 counts for allegedly mishandling classified documents after his presidency concluded. Trump's Florida trial is scheduled to begin in May, but Judge Eileen Cannon appears to be willing to delay his trial until after the 2024 presidential election. This is good news for Trump. Smith's case against Trump in Washington, D.C. is connected to his conduct surrounding the 2020 presidential election and January 6, 2021 Capitol riot. Special counsel is asking the Supreme Court to rule on Trump's presidential immunity claims in the 2020 election case before the D.C. Court of Appeals can hear Trump's appeal. Right? So if you didn't know, the Supreme Court intervened in this because an appeal went to the Supreme Court because of presidential immunity. The president is not supposed to be able to be charged and convicted with any crimes because he's the president, because presidents can do things essentially like drone strikes, essentially extrajudicial assassinations, that he could be, he's killing somebody, basically using the army. So you can't have the president be getting arrested all the time from any wide-eyed fucking prosecutor that wants to go and prosecute Donald Trump. So the president has immunities from these things. That's what they say. I've heard before that the president can literally walk up to somebody and shoot them and kill them. I don't know how true that is. I think that's a little bit hyperbolic, but you get the picture. They have immunity. So this went to the Supreme Court because obviously when you look at all the facts, you see Trump had nothing to do with the January 6th Capitol riot. He tried to stop them. He told them to go home peacefully. It's on record. It's on tape. I'm not going to play it. I have it, but I'm not going to play it. But it's there if you want to go look it up. And Jack Smith is trying to compel the Supreme Court to hurry up before Trump can even argue his appeal. How messed up is that? Like I said, folks, it's just getting insane and out of hand with these people. They are whinging and trying so hard to stop Trump, and it's freaking crazy. It's making them look like absolute lunatics. And for some reason, they can't see it. District Judge Tanya Chutkan agreed to pause legal proceedings pending Trump's appeal when she denied Trump's effort to dismiss the case based on presidential immunity claims. That's right, partisan judge. Trump's legal team has accused Smith of unlawfully attempting to speed up the case and urged the Supreme Court to deny Smith's partisan request. Smith responded to Trump in the Thursday court filing by arguing that his request is in the public interest. And I would love if he would explain how it's in the public interest to allow a possible illegitimate special counsel to sway the Supreme Court. Explain that. How is that in the public interest on a political persecution, mind you? I would love to know that. I've said this before, when I first started doing these videos, I don't care for Trump too much anymore. I say it like that, but I like Trump. He's a good dude, right? But these people just go insane with him, so let's not have all this insanity and get somebody else in there. That's why I'm backing Vivek Ramaswamy. But that's not going to happen, folks. I would more than love Vivek to be president. But the mainstream narrative machine is now turning Vivek into a mini Trump. So that's not working out either. So we might as well go all in on Trump. Trump is going to hopefully absolutely wreck these people when he comes into office. Rooting out this evil, corrupt administration from the roots and throw it in the damn garbage as far as I'm concerned. This is just getting way out of hand. These people are destroying our country, and we need to fight like hell to get it back. And I hate to be like this, but we have to do things legally, though. No violence. It seems like these people, the left and the Democrats, just keep on doing all this evil stuff, right? Trying to do these political persecutions knowing that it's BS. Calling Trump Hitler, doing all this, taking him off the ballot. It seems like they want to get the right, Trump's followers, to respond with violence. We must not do that, people. I heard that the Colorado Supreme Court justices were getting death threats. This needs to stop, people. Unless y'all figure out it's some Antifa asshole, then you'll know what? Antifa, go ahead and threaten these people on Trump's behalf all you want. You're going to get thrown in jail. And that's all I got for this one, folks. I want to thank all y'all for watching. And let me know down in the comments what y'all think about all this. Do you like Trump? Are you going to vote for Trump? Do you think all this is political persecution? Or do you think it's justified prosecution based on evidence? There's an argument to be had there. I think it's political persecution myself. But, people can't get blinded. And that's all I got to say about that one. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget, if you're new around here, smash that subscribe button for